I'm here in Hong Kong at Linaro Connect, and I'm with Juan, Deputy Director of ITRI Cloud Computing Center. Juan, thank you for joining me today. What do you do there?
Right, so ITRI as an organization, we've been around for about 40 years, and we are a not-for-profit R&D center, and we've been affiliated with the success of the ICT industry in Asia, in Taiwan in particular. So, for example, I mean, some of the famous companies people might have heard of will be TSMC, which is one company like a spun out of our organization. Average, we spin out about 5 companies a year, and since we've been doing this for 40 years, we have very deep relationship with ITC industry in Asia, in Taiwan in particular. So the Cloud Computing Center got started about 3 years ago, and in the 3 years, we've been focusing mostly on building up infrastructure as a software solution, what we call a Cloud OS. And so we operate our own data center, and in collaboration with a number of leading global ICT vendors. And it's really through that relationship we start to get involved with things like OpenStack, which is on the infrastructure as a service side of things, but we also begin to notice a number of things that we would not have noticed otherwise as a data center operator, specifically power consumption and the lack of space. And that kind of put us down the path of looking for low power and high density solutions. And it's really in this context that we're coming to Linaro, looking for ideas and how we can continue to play an important role in the low power and high density solution space.
So you touched on a little bit about why you're coming to Linaro, but can you go into a little bit more detail of why Linaro is important to you all as a whole?
Right, of course. So I think very early on, we realized that this is going to be an important emerging ecosystem. The fact that we see the problem, where also as we talk to different vendors and different operators, this becoming an issue that everyone wants to have a solution for. And so for us as a technology R&D organization, we started down the path of developing specific technology, but we're also looking for essentially like-minded people because we realize that for emerging ecosystem, it takes time and efforts from multiple parties from different stacks of the technology to come together. And I think, from what we have looked at around the world, and Linaro is clearly a leader in making this possible. And so this is our first time attending Linaro, but I think for us, we're really here to do 3 things. One is to meet the people, understanding who is doing what, and the second thing is obviously try to understand what's the state of art. I think it's clear that Linaro is leading the pack in terms of making this ecosystem happen. And the third thing really is for ITRI to figure out what kind of role, how can we contribute to this emerging ecosystem.
The theme that seems to have run through this Linaro Connect this time is that open collaboration and working with our communities and seeing, not only how our communities can give to us, but how we give back to them as well. This is a really fast-paced week and pretty intense, exciting, but intense nonetheless.
Oh, yes.
Has your views or expectations or what you've experienced, what you thought they would be when you showed up here, or has there been any surprises for you? What have you enjoyed most so far about this week?
Right. Well, I think the biggest, I wouldn't call it surprise, but it's really, I think Linaro exceeded all our expectations. Just the fact that we don't have to explain to people what we do at a very basic level. Everybody gets what we do, which is very gratifying. But more importantly, people at Linaro are asking very good and very hard questions. And again, I think it's a testament to sort of the kind of members that Linaro and Linaro Connect in particular is able to attract to attend this event. And I think beyond that, again, this is, as I mentioned earlier, we are looking to figure out, what kind of role we can play within this emerging ecosystem. This really gave us a lot more context, which is important, again, in terms of where we see where we can play a role, where we can make a meaningful contribution. So it's been extremely helpful.
Well, we're really glad that you're here and that you are going to leave here with such positive experiences to share. And we hope that, or at least I know that I hope that some of this cross-collaboration effort will continue and this momentum continues well past this week. Is there anything I haven't asked you about or you haven't told people about that you would like to tell people about now?
I think I pretty much covered sort of what we're hoping to get out of Linaro, and I think we're getting more than what we're expecting. I think if anything, we really enjoyed the opportunity to again be with like-minded people, and in addition to, I want to thank you for the opportunity to share our perspective. I just want to say that it's very exciting to look into the eyes of people and see that we're all looking to the future, and the future is very bright.
So bright we have to wear shades, right?
Oh yes.
Well, Wyatt, thank you so much for sitting down with me today, and looking forward to what comes out of Linaro Connect.
Thank you.